you. I am Adam Corby, as you can see on my picture, and I'm also basically a software engineer. I worked for Graphisoft for a lot of time. I made the world's first BIM-based facilities management system. That's the
This
facilities
meeting is
management
being
origin,
recorded.
and I am now acting as the main technical guy and also the founder of Orthograph that I'm representing today. With Orthograph, we achieve lots of things. So we have been awarded in several kinds. Now, this year, just some weeks ago, we have been awarded as the scale up of the year in the PropTech Hungary event. We became, in many cases, the most innovative company of the year in many competitions. We have a good strategic partnership with Leica Geosystems, who might know about their perfect laser scanners, as laser distance meters. The same way, we are also partnered up with Bosch to support and work together with their laser distance meters. We created laser scanning technology. So whenever a student joins us, then it's also an opportunity to choose, for example, laser scanning as data collection possibility. Also with the Leica BRG 360, this hardware we have made together with Leica Geosystems. So they made the hardware, we made the basic software of the system. So the core application of the system, we could have very good impact on the development itself as well. And we are a BIM company, which means that it's a very modern way of handling a building, even from starting from the design till its demolition through the whole building life cycle. We are a singular player in our segment, so we don't have a real competition. It's really difficult to develop such a system, which is not only a CAD system, not only an architectural system, but also a financial system at the same time, which also gives some opportunity to learn a little bit outside of the box way of thinking, so a little bit stepping a little bit away from the designing way of approach of architecture, to think about how to utilize a building. We have got very good CAD partnerships, like we have also very good partnership with Graphisoft, who is going to be also a presenter besides us, but also with other software vendors as well. And we've got more than 150,000 accounts internationally using Orthograph as of today, and I hope it will be much more within months. And now we are focusing on Orthograph Enterprise, which is focusing on the large building owners, shopping malls, office buildings, hospitals, universities as the clients. What you as students can get from us, or what you can gather by us, is on one hand, you can learn a new surveying technology, which is not just fast and accurate, but it's also really fun to use. So I can tell you that anyone who started to use Orthograph became in love or got in love with that very, very rapidly. And this technology produces instant BIM results. So the most modern output format is available from our technology, which is going to be a knowledge that is very beneficial in terms of finding any kind of position in your future. Besides that, you help us to test our technology. Any kind of fresh eyes and feedback from you, going back to the developers, has always a very positive impact on the application. So it means that you have an impact on an international application development as well. We always compare us to other kinds of technologies, not just because we or they can be better than us, but to learn from each other and to learn what we can do better. And this is also a part where you can help us as students to work on that. Once you get experience with Orthograph, with our technology, it also means that we will be able to bring you to projects, on-site projects. You can work not just in Hungary, obviously, but also internationally. From last year, we had an internship student who was brought to a project in Netherlands, for example, which was a very successful and nice and interesting project as well. At the end, it's up to you whether you would like to become a part of our team. So it means that you can work also by us, or you can use the knowledge that you gather by us to build up your own career. Let it be building up your own company, surveying business, or solution providing kind of business, little bit more than just the surveying business. Or you can work as an employee at a different company who is willing to get BIM models of existing buildings. So it means that your knowledge will become very valuable, what you can gather by us. What we are doing is that you could see, in short, we create floor plans, we create asset inventory graphically, all this in 3-dimensional. And as a final result, you can get all this data in a web browser, in a mobile device, or export it through industry standard formats like IFC, DXF. But if you speak about BIM, then I would focus on IFC. That, for example, can be imported by ARICAD or Revit or other high-end CAD systems. As an opportunity, we have got two kinds of internship that we can support. That is the short-term internship, which can do from home. So it's not necessary to meet us in person continuously. I think it's worth to meet at least once in person, but it works very well from home. There you can help us in research of technologies, market researches, use cases, also comparing and testing our applications, our projects, and providing us feedback about how we can improve the technology itself. In case of long-term trips, there are much more opportunities because it's not only a home office kind of work, but you can also participate in site surveys, as I mentioned to you previously. So you can go and see real-life surveys, real-life building surveys, and real-life opportunities. Here you can also work together with the developers in a much deeper way because your feedback will be appreciated after a while when you get experience with our technology. You can also work together with our current surveyor, so it means that you can get experience and your knowledge will be deepened. And also using the on-site projects, we also can provide you some payment, so which means that we don't use you or we don't ask you to make us money by for or free. We share from this point of view our revenue with you as a surveyor on our hourly rate basis. What are our requirements just to be able to join us? So it's not too much. So from this point of view, either you speak English or you speak Hungarian or you speak both. It's great because then it also defines what kind of projects you can be involved to. And also, if you are a student learning architecture, civil engineering, or even a software development, then we are happy to see you. Anyway, I would say that if you have any kind of high-level technical knowledge, then it's worth to look for us because we are really interested about smart guys and smart ladies to join our team. Uh, how to get on board as my last slide from this point of view, it's really easy. Contact us today. So first of all, introduce yourself with a short CV. Please send it to sales@autograph.net. It's really easy to remember this address. And then we will make a one-on-one discussion where we will introduce ourselves. You can introduce yourself. We can learn each other. And if we fit each other, then we are happy to see you as an internship student in our company. And then we can help you. We will help you definitely to learn our technology by our colleagues, by project work, etc. So from this point of view, you can get experienced by participating in our team and also seeing some live projects. So from my point of view, I'm really much looking forward to see any interest from your side. And please feel free to contact me through sales@autograph.net, or you can contact me via LinkedIn. You can check also my profile there. So I'm really much looking forward to seeing you guys. I assume that there might be some questions. I don't see the questions now. So if there are, then I'm happy to answer them.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Adam. I see some of you, Saeed, you raise your hand.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I hear you.
Hello, Mr. Adam. My name is Sajid Wazir, and I'm from India. And
Hi, Sajid.
yes, sir. So I have done masters in construction technology management, and you talked about BIM, and I am
Mm-hmm.
related to that field as well. So I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to pursue my PhD next year in BME under the
Mm-hmm.
supervision of Dr. Blaznegi.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, because we had interview previously. So. My question is to you, like you talked about two types of internships. Like one is a short-term home office, and the second one was long-term, right? So
Yes.
in the short term, you told us that we can work from home as well,
Yes.
right? So being a student, I'm in India right now, and I'm going to study in Hungary next year. So before
Mm-hmm.
that, can I work from home for your industry as a short term internship?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
So what are the
Absolutely.
requirements for that?
The same thing that, as I showed you on the last slide. So please send us a short introduction of yourself. Let's meet each other. Let's speak about what would be the role, what would be the task that you should participate.
Okay.
And if you find it interesting, and if we find each other interesting, then it's gonna be very easy to start to do the work with each other. Then
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. This is all. This is all what I wanted to ask.
Thank you.
Yeah, please,
I
please
will
send it to
message you. Yes, I will
sales@autograph.net.
definitely send you the message on, yeah, on the
Yeah, thank you
mentioned
very much,
email.
Sud. I'm looking
Thank
forward
you.
to getting that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think that's one key point I want to emphasize, that even if we have these partner companies present on our BME website or ELISA website, if they are there, it's not a guarantee that you can just join anytime. You need to go through the admission process. You need to attend an interview. They want to check your CV. They want to check your motivation, your background, and so on. So because there are sometimes, in some cases, there are some misunderstanding that the university guarantees to send students to companies. So no, you need to contact the companies, and you need to attend an interview with them. And yes, Autograph is receiving students, international students. For example, one of our smartest IT guy from one of our MSc program is, as I know, is working at Orthograph, Nurlan from Azerbaijan,
Yes,
and
yes,
he's
yes.
a
That's really
MSc
good.
student of our program, and he just started his education program last fall. So since last September, he got the point that he's now a student of us and working part-time at a company. So I think that's just great.
Yeah, it is also a paid kind of cooperation. So we obviously pay for his work, and he's really a great guy. So
Yeah.
just to understand why is it so? So Tamás, let me help you with that a little bit. That once there is an internship, it's also a work for us. So we have to spend time and efforts on that. And therefore it's important to feel from both sides that both sides is really willing to support each other. So it's kind of a teamwork. So that's why there is the application procedure, because we want to also measure on the other side. So you, from this point of view, whether you really want to do that, how you can help us, and obviously then we will spend our required efforts to support you to be successful. Okay.
Yeah, companies always emphasize that the first part of when they receive a student, for example, is a training part. So in the first weeks, the students cannot make profit for the company. So that's right what you just said, that you need to put the effort in it. So the resources you provide, the companies provide, I guess. Okay, because there are two other companies. Thank you so much for your presentation. Are there any other questions maybe for? If not, this is recorded. Oh, we are almost 30 attendees. Very good. So anyway, your autograph can be reached through us or through directly by the website. So thank you for your presentation, Adam. And
thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you. So let's go for, I don't know, Akos and George from Ceos. Are you ready for to present?
Yes, we are ready. Hi, everyone. I do a short presentation, okay? And then we can come back to some questions. I want to show, this is part of our career webpage, and I just want to, I need to share my screen. Okay, I tried. Okay. I hope you can see
Now we
it.
see it, yes.
Okay. That was just a very short insight in our company. Okay. I would like to introduce ourselves a little bit more in details, just very briefly. So we are the sales company. Our major creed to our clients and to our environment. As a leader in structure and design in Hungary, we are proud that our works allow the safe and economic execution of various exceptional civil engineering creations works. this contributes to the quality of our built environment while protecting the resources of the planet and our customers. This sentence was created 10 years ago. 10 years ago, when this green aspects of our human beings and all the environment safety and environment protection wasn't still in the focus. We somehow that time had our vision ahead that these questions may become crucial things in our days. And now it is. So if we look around, really the green technologies and economic safety, especially in the view of the last year's developments in COVID and the war situation in Europe, the economy and these kind of considerations became even more crucial. Okay, just very quickly, who we are. So we are a structural engineering company. We deal mostly with superstructures. We had works in many countries, over 10 countries, including Canada and also China. We have a full range, a wide range of our services. We did conceptual designs for different buildings, bridges.
I'm sorry, we just see the video. Do you want to share another screen to us?
Oh, sorry. I didn't use this. Okay, sorry. Yes. Okay, sorry. So coming back a little bit, just to, yeah. So our projects in different countries. Actually, we had quite many projects in Norway, over 100. Then conceptual design, steel structures. For example, this is Kotpinari Airport in Georgia. Some specific steel structures for industry or technology, or some specific shape buildings like this one, like a console type. Then this building is one of ancient buildings in Budapest. We had to do the facade support during the construction business. This is again in Georgia, this roof. Then we have the reinforced concrete projects, quite many. These are the youngest projects, office buildings, office complexes. Some substructures like water treatment or some underground works. Yeah, this is our team and a little bit insight into our office. Yeah, that is our pride. A couple of years ago, that was our largest project ever. This is the MVM Dome from Budapest. If you have followed the football game yesterday, the European League final, it's not this building, but a similar building, Puskás Arena. We have been part of that project as well. Some lightweight structures or different kind of structures, some bridge structures, and also we do quite many design control works. This is the Hungarian airport, for example. This is a building in China. So, and we have also our awards and diplomas awarding our works. So, as I mentioned, we are a structural engineering company with superstructures, different kind of technologies like steel, reinforced concrete, combined structures, wood, or whatever. And we also receive internship students from many countries time by time. Um, we are very proud of the fact that many students from BME made their thesis works with us in our office, and they also gained some awards for their thesis works. Actually, coming back to this very small presentation, okay, I again need to share my okay presentation. I hope it is. So, in some numbers, we had over 450 projects, more than 10 countries, 5,000 tons steels, 550,000 cubic meters reinforced concrete, and a good investment value of more than 1.5 billion euros. So we are one of the leading companies in Hungary in the civil engineering. What we can offer for students, what we expect. Of course, civil engineering and mainly superstructures. So we don't deal too much, for example, with soil and geothermic things, but mainly superstructures. We accept students from BSc and MSc preferred. However, BSc, the last years of BSc, because we need good understanding of steel or RC structures, good knowledge of 3D technologies and BIM technologies, and at least one of the design softwares, Revit, Tekla, or Allplan. Mostly, right now, we concentrate mostly on Revit. We think this is the future platform for the BIM technologies and co-working with other disciplines. We also warmly welcome Norwegian and German language skills because we have time by time projects outside of Hungary, for example, in Germany, the Red Bull Arena, but also in Hungary, many projects are international, either some design companies from the US or from Germany, and the language skills are very welcome. Norwegian, because we used to be in Norway quite a long time, and we want to re-enter the market again with our partners, and that Norwegian language skill would help us a lot. Regarding the programs, if we would like to do some win-win situation, then they think that 1 month is almost nothing to learn each other and to do real projects. We think mostly in longer periods like 2, 3, or 6 months, or even those students who are doing their final semesters, they could work with us and do their semester works parallelly. So that's what we mostly prefer and offer, because that is a win-win situation both for the students and both for us. Why? We think that the internship has a sense when the student can learn something real, something professional. Professional in our business domain means that the students would take part in real projects, live projects. To enter a project, to understand or take some parts of the projects in a real live project, it takes time. It takes time to integrate into the company, to pick up the necessary knowledge, or for example, in tech law or Revit. So that's why we prefer longer internships. Of course, we handle and welcome our students like part of the team. We do everything together, company programs and whatever we have, and we help these students also in their living. And finally, it was also said before me that win-win situation also means that we can provide compensation for the work, because we think that the added value should be rewarded. So that's very briefly about ourselves. Akush, if you would like to add from your point of view.
Check whether he's here. Yeah, he's here, but the microphone is off.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. So,
Okay.
so basically not, it was fine. You presented, George. So just one word, the students from abroad are always welcome in our office. So it is for more than 10 years we work together with students from abroad and from Hungary as well. So, and we enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentation. I still here, I want to emphasize something, because Yuri, you mentioned that you prefer MSc students. That's a special thing in structural design, because MSc students are the company can use much more the skills of MSc students, because in civil engineering, we teach many things that can be used by companies only at MSc level. For example, certain rights of designing or planning are dedicated to MSc degrees. So that's why, and emphasize this one. And in my introduction, I mentioned that we give 0 credits for internship in BSc, but for MSc, this is not mandatory. But if you do so if you attend an internship like this, you can give 5 ECTS, 5 credits for that. So we can value that. And we prefer to do your internship as an MSc student besides your diploma project. So we encourage you to go to CEOS, for example, do your diploma project over there. And if you do so, we can give extra credits for the internship. Okay, are there any questions to CEOS?
Hello, sir. Yes, I have a question. I'm a master student of architectural engineering. I actually graduated in 2016 in my country. But here in BMA, I'm a master student of architectural. All you present, the presentation, actually, as you know, BMA, it's a technical university. So that all you present, we study it at BMA, actually. It is normal for us as an architect. So can we apply as an architect for this kind of project? Because we have like good experience, and also it's a part of our major, and we have the enough knowledge to understand all of this. Because you mentioned there it is just structural or something like that. Thank you.
Our experience shows that to start working in real life environment that needs knowledge, quite essential knowledge. And we know that in the architectural studies, you have structural part of it. We had some opportunities to test students from architectural building. I have to say that didn't work out. We really insist on structural engineering studies.
Okay, that's I think very clear. So you are mostly for civil engineering students and mostly for structural engineering students, like we are talking about MSc.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe the next presenter, Graphisoft, will fit better for architectural students. So if there are no other questions, I thank you both for attending and presenting. And I also think it's a long commitment from CEOS. So CEOS supported other ELISA activities for BME, and you are leading many of our diploma project students, and many of our former students are working at CEOS for longer or shorter or longer time. So we thank you very much. And
Sir, one small question, please, for them.
Yeah,
Just a short question.
yes, go ahead.
You just mentioned in your presentation that you prefer only BSc and MS students. So only these students are preferred by your company, or PhD students can also join your company? Thank you.
BSc?
PhD. Yes, PhD students are of course also welcome. So
yeah, that's not an internship in this case. It's rather like a part-time job, right? So besides the PhD student activities, you are happy to employ part-time students. That's for sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So thank you again. So now kind of a startup company presented, then one of the leading design company represented. We are very proud of both because they are pure Hungarian companies. And now we have a multinational company, Graphisoft, but we are very proud of Graphisoft because it has a Hungarian background and the headquarters are still in Hungary. So many of the developers of Graphisoft are Hungarian companies, and this is one of the biggest BIM providers, suppliers. So, Gergely, are you here? Are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. And first of all, I would like to ask a technical help. Can you stop the screen sharing?
Yeah, please
cannot...
stop sharing your screen, and maybe then we can allow Gergely to. Yeah.
Thank you. So first of all, thank you very much for this opportunity that we can be here and present Graphisoft to you and the opportunities here. I'm Gergely Molnár. I'm an HR generalist at Graphisoft and responsible for the global sales and operational areas. And I'm